years. I am trying to work abroad, so it has a lot of better opportunities. So that's my goal.
Perfectly. Fabiola, do you want to introduce yourself? Just talk your name, your age, what you make, what's your job.
My name is Fabiola Rocha, and I live in Palmas, Tocantins. At the moment, I am specializing in quality assurance and dedicating myself to English in TALKNTALK.
Perfectly.
Quase não sai tudo, né?
Perfectly. Thank you for your presentation. Leticia, introduce yourself, please.
Okay, my name is Leticia. I live in Porto Alegre, and I work as a software developer, more focused in backend developer. And I've been in TALK since last August. Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's
almost 1 year. Yeah.
Almost 1 year. Okay.
Yeah. We here.
Okay, and it's a good place to improve my English and speaking English comfortable. Okay.
So good, so good. People, my name is Sabrina. I'm a lawyer and a software developer. I'm host here since August the last year. Almost one year, like a host here on TNT. I won't talk. I like talk about technology here, but I can't talk about the hard technology. I want to talk always about technology associated with philosophical topic. Okay, I always mix this. My sessions are strange, but I like it. Okay. I'm 35 years old. I'm married. I live in Magé, Rio de Janeiro, and I have so many pets. So many pets. Well, we start the topic. Leticia, can you make the first question for Jonas answered?
Okay. Jonas, do you see any relationship between the wars of the 20th century and the evolution of technology in general?
Absolutely. Yes, there is no doubt. We don't even have been in the moon if it was not about the Cold War. It was just a race to be the first one, and just the demonstration was to build a rocket that can reach any place in the earth. So that was the goal of the space race. So there is a lot of examples, but I think this is the best for me.
Make the question for Leticia, please.
The same question?
Yeah.
Do you see any relationship between the wars in the 20th century and the evolution of technology in general?
I agree. And I remember when I read the biography of Steve Jobs, I remember in the first chapter, he talked about the technology in her city. And I think it's the technology is just used to communication in the first time. And if you think the other movies, kind of wars and the technology, it's I think the first step to relationship the technology and the wars, and improve the technology in the other years with improve the communication.
Yeah, about that, when I create this question, I think if you already had been here, if you don't have the wars, because the internet, the computers, all development of technology in general involves this. The structure about the capacitors, transistors, and so many things that we need on computer was created for war or for the machine. What the name? Machine racer, not machine. War guns machine race. So I think if we are here now, this is so many technologies. Starts on the Second War or the First War too, but the Second War is absolutely moment to crush moment. We start other times after the Second War. Fabiola, if you want to talk about any topic, you open your microphone and put your voice, okay?
Okay.
Question 3. Jonas, do you believe that the use of technology has an impact on the 21st century? 21st century wars. Sorry, I hate numbers. Sorry.
Yes, the way we think about war, the way we do war today, it's different than the old days. We have a lot of technology deployed in the war, sometimes even more than humans. The next question is about drones, and it is an example of technology in the war, changing the war.
Yeah. And you, Leticia, what you think about?
I agree, and I think at the moment we live in a specific time we collect a lot of data. Not at the moment, okay? You collect the past, and then how to use these data. And if you think wars, and if you think the power of the data involved this, it's oh my god, it's crazy if you think about this, because there are specific countries with many powers when they use this data, or when they use control about the data inside and the outside in these countries. And you think the wars, it's and these data, I'm afraid with this. I'm afraid, but it's part of this process. So I don't know. It's a reality at the moment.
Yeah. About that, I think I don't know. I don't know if we can imagine how many wars the datas in these days don't stop at the start, because when we don't, I know. I don't, but we like society. Uh, I don't know, when United States analyze the data about the other country and think, okay, I really want have this problem. I don't know, because in general, United States, in the last years, in these days, lost so many power, and all other countries grow up your military power. So I don't know if with the data we can analyze and think, oh, I really want make this war. I think I don't know. So I think this is a way to make the presidents and the commands of arms thinking 2 times before make so many acts. I don't know. Now about drones. Leticia, what are your thoughts on the use of drones in armed conflicts, or even for the security of heads of the states? States, all states, okay? Not United States, okay?
Okay, I didn't manage it. I haven't managed to use the drones in wars, okay? But because I'm not think the technology in the wars in the same moment, okay? But
Yeah.
if I think when I saw the movies about this, it's a similar when people use it to check, control, I don't know, investigate probably the other peoples and the how to create a history timeline about these people was investigate, okay? And
Logs. Logs.
yes, probably. But in your video you shared, there is a lot of drones involved in this, okay? And I don't know. Sometimes I'm afraid.
I'm
When I
always
want to walk
afraid.
in the street and sometimes in the drone see me, I'm a suspicion person. I don't know.
A person of interesting.
or no. Okay. I also visited the night in the just a black, just with the clothes black. I don't know.
So good. About this, I'm searching here. The first drones for was created in 50 years. 1953. Sorry, I hate numbers. I hate numbers. And was used like spy for collecting information. This is so strange, so many times. What do you think about this, Jonas?
When I think about drones in the war, I always think about that big drones. It's almost like a mini airplane, and
Yeah.
that one is really scary. It's really difficult to
stop
justify
Yeah.
and stop it because you don't have any problem to deploy a lot of drones that will be not there will be no loss of life for your army and just do what you think it's best. So that type of drone is really scary. The Middle East there was a lot of problems, and but maybe the question was also about more smaller drones that to security of the heads of states is more of a smaller drone in the city. So I don't. I only care about the other drones because it's a reality.
Yeah.
The smaller drones, armored smaller drones, we don't don't see much. And they have a problem that the big drones in war don't have. That's if you have loss of life in your city, is your people dying.
Yeah.
That the drone deploying the war, it's another crowd dying. So you have less problem with that. And
Because
then,
that the problem is ethics.
yes. So you have that type of drone being deployed into war, and not much articles, not much politics against. But if you go read about smaller drones, armored, you have a lot of people with opinion.
Sorry. I make this question just because that's because when we talk about drones, when we talk about security drones or vigilance drones, okay, just collecting data, okay. But when we are talking about armed drones, this is so complex because, like you said, your people don't die, okay, but you dying, you killing other people's without put your people in the risk. And in so many times, this is a big country against a middle country, a poor country, poor people, and so complex because that my problem always is ethical. Always. But I don't know if we can talk about ethic on the war. I don't know. This is so delicate. I don't know. Uh, Jonas, how do you think communication technology affects the way wars are conducted?
So in the old days, when we don't have the technology we have today, I think the communication was who have communication could win a war. Now everyone has, but it still has a place. The most security encryptation came from arms. So they still need that communication, and it's not who have is who has the who has the capacity to see the communication of the other arm, so break the encryptation and don't have the chance for the other army to break your communication. And we have GPS is from the army. Internet it was created for the war also. So it has a big effect in the war, but the way they affect the war and the way they are used is different from the 50, the 60.
Andrew, Leticia, what you think about the communication in the war? Sorry.
Okay. If you think the past, I think, in my opinion, it's if you think the past when the people live in the specific wars, the communication is the main point broke the specific wars or to understand the specific war. But now I don't manage the same war comparing the past, okay? I manage the communication involves a specific crimes or specific people conduct a specific ways like our old wars, for example. If you think about the I don't know how can I say it in English, okay? Grupos nazistas, okay? There is a specific groups we use the internet to create an environment involved in the past, okay? And now it's different how can they communication, and there is a specific people see or investigate these groups, but I think there other kind of the internet, deep internet, or I don't know other names, when people use this communication, this kind of communication to create a many little wars or many little movements about this. For example, probably 2 months ago, my family lives in Santa Catarina, and there is a specific tragic moment in specific schools, okay?
Really?
And my nephew talked to me in his group about the specific game. The kids, it was too afraid to go to the school in specific day, because there is a lot of other groups involved discuss about the last experience when the teenager kills other kids.
Yeah.
It's not a great no, or a big war, but it's a specific kinds of this. And for me, it's a similar, but because people think about the old ways of the people think, and the older rules and creating in this time of the wars. Okay.
Yeah. I think about the communication, including in the media, in the traditional media, because when a government talk on the media about before they start a war, a country talk about the possibility of war, all these details of communication are using strategy to start or don't start the war. And I think we have a question about that, but we have so many problems about this on the internet because the countries using the internet like a lab to verify how the impacts of war in your population, for thinking if this is a good way to solve a problem, or don't a good way to solve a problem. I think this is one use of technology communication to conduce the war, for start or ending the war. In Rio, the war on the Afghanistan just stopped because the Americans are I forgot the word. Oh my God. Cansados of the war. So sorry, thank you. Tired of the war. So the government use the media, the internet, the forums on the internet to conduce the population to approve or disapprove one act or other act of other country. This is a way to manipulate this all populations about this. It's a way to use the technology communications affects the way the war are conducted. I think about this. Leticia, question 7. 7, no, 7. 7. No, 6. Oh my God, I'm crazy. 6. What is your opinion on the impact of artificial intelligence on military tactics?
I don't have idea, okay, but
Me too.
Because
we are talking.
We are talking, okay, because I'm a good person, okay. I don't think the technology involved in the wars, but
I know you're a good person, okay. I know.
Okay. At the moment, I don't have idea at the moment because there is a lot of artificial intelligence and people use it, train, create, try. I don't know how can I explain this. The technology, but for me, the technology, the artificial intelligence at the moment, it was using with the data and collect data, create partners, and the behaves and the other things involved this. I think probably the military tactics use this a lot. Okay,
we are giving the data.
Yes, because the data it's free in the internet, okay, and they use the data and create a lot of mechanisms involved this to collect these data and monitoring the person and monitor specific places, monitor specific groups, okay, yeah. And probably I think it is used a lot and I don't have idea.
And I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm afraid about this, okay? It's a afraid topic. I don't manage technology involves with the war. I know it's a really, but in my opinion, technology it's not safe, but help people, not create more wars.
You are good people. What do you think about this, Jonas? Artificial intelligence in military tactics. You are on mute. You are on mute. Sorry.
I think about the problems with responsibility. Right now, you can point to a general or someone and say they give the order. And what could happen if you say just the tactics was chosen by a machine learning or something like that. So even if you think about we just make that person that chose to use the tactics is the responsible. But even so, if it's gonna be a judgment, something like that, normally the person is gonna take less jail or something like that. They will not be 100% responsible. So this is one thing I think about is always gonna be placed the responsibility to choose some tactics coming from artificial intelligence?
I think similar like you, because when I created this question, I think when in a take of decision, if a commander, a general use the data's processed for artificial intelligence or suggest a military tactics for by artificial intelligence, I don't know if I trust in the data's. I don't know, because the data so easy to manipulate it. So I think when you take a decision based on analysis make for artificial intelligence, based on data, so easy for manipulate, I don't know if a good way, because your decisions are corrupted since they start. I think it is so dangerous, so dangerous. I have really, 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 really afraid. I don't know. Talk about.
No, just you talked about the data, but what worries me is about the machine learning. The data set influences on the learning of the intelligence, but the way of thinking, it's really different of a human brain. One example that I have, there's if anyone wants to see, there's a video in the YouTube about some trainings of artificial intelligence. One of them was to make a robot arm flip a pancake with a fridge. And then you reward or something like that. The way it was training was they want to make the flip takes the longer time. So what the robot learned was, if they take the fridge and lens with all his strength, the pancake is gonna be in the air for longer, and don't care if I am flipping it. Don't care if it is go to the floor. It's just, I want the result that is take the longest time when you flip. I just go, it learned to just flip it, just oh, I don't find the word.
Perfectly. Okay, we understand. We have a point, we have a good point. How I say, I don't understand anything about that. I just create topic for talk. In general, I search so many about the topic, but this week I can't make this. Really, really, really. I searched this video that I share with you 30 minutes before the class. Well, the seventh question for me is so interesting. I will talk before, okay? I will talk because when I created this question, I think about when I talk about autonomous soldiers, robots, if we have two arms with robots, this is a war. We have two groups, two arms with robots, and we don't have humans fighting. We just have robots. This is a war. I don't know. So I will make the question. Leticia, what are your perspectives on the potential applications of autonomous soldiers and robots in warfare?
Oh my God. I just remember I watched a video probably 2 or 3 years ago. I didn't remember the name of the company, okay? But they created a robot like a human, but not the specific face, but a short human, okay?
Okay. My mother, okay.
Okay, it's not a short human, but it's a robot like a human, okay? There is a legs and the arms. And this specific robot was programmed to create a difference in the people bad and good, okay? And I remember I watched this video.
This.
Okay, I remember I watched this video and there is a in the outside and there is a people, it's a human, but there is a, how can I say, in the avatar, okay? Avatar, like a bad guy, okay? And this robot, dá um tiro, I don't know, in the bad guy, okay? When I see this, oh, I'm too afraid because the human guy, it's extremely inside the avatar. But it's really, I saw this movie and I found about this company, but I didn't remember. And this soldier, these robot soldiers, it was programmed to create a difference in the humans and the other people. I don't know if the other people, but the other soldiers or the bad guys, okay? And kill this other.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. Okay.
Too much for me.
Yes, too much for me. Because I remember I see the other video about the same company, and they created the other robots like a dog, for example, to use these robots to find the people in the destruction or in the catastrophe, for example. Okay, it's a good way, but in the other side, no.
the company, not a psychopaths persons, okay, but
Okay.
what do you think about this, Jonas?
You said talked about war with autonomous robots being against robots. I think it's not gonna be robots against robots. It's gonna continue to be robots against humans, because if you are in war, you don't really want if you don't really want you want something. You are invading a country, so you deploy your robots in another country, and maybe that country will deploy his robots in your country. So
really, you have a good point.
I think it's gonna still be a lot of human deaths.
And I'm laughing. Sorry. Oh my God.
And coming back to that, to another question, do you know Dharma? That robots. Dharma is a robotic company. That's the dogs with 4 legs. So let's just make sure.
I will search here. When you talk Dharma, I remember the Lost. I think the company the lost is Dharma, the
Yes,
Syrian.
so I think it's DARPA. DARPA.
Ah, okay, DARPA.
Yes. They have incredible robots. It's scary. Try to find their YouTube channel. It's really a scary thing. DARPA robots.
I'm seeing.
And everything started with the United States Army with a contract with the Army. So that robots, they started with a contract to make them for the Army.
Yeah, I have this so problematic, but who I am? Oh my God. People, I don't know. I think we can't start other question because we don't have time for all people talk. I don't know. But I will change for Portuguese because Fabiola, ok? Bem, vou falar em português agora.
Ok.
Eu não vou começar outras perguntas agora, porque falta pouquinho tempo para a gente terminar. Então, se eu começar umas novas perguntas agora, talvez a gente não consiga responder, aí um responde, o outro não. Então, eu não vou recomeçar. Eu vou mandar para vocês aqui. O primeiro link é a survey, né? A nossa pesquisa. A Letícia está cansada de ouvir, porque ela está aqui toda a sessão, mas eu peço a gentileza de vocês de colocarem mesmo a opinião de vocês. Pode ser em português, não precisa ser em inglês. Tanto sobre a metodologia, quanto sobre as questões. Eu gosto muito de ouvir a opinião de vocês e sugestões sobre temas. Eu frequentemente pego sugestões de temas e crio as questões a partir dali. Já foram algumas que eu criei a partir de sugestão de alunos, então é muito legal, porque aí eu estou criando com base no que as pessoas sugeriram, então traz uma outra dinâmica, fica muito legal. O segundo link é meu LinkedIn. Parte do legal da gente estar aqui num Tech Talk é a gente poder fazer essa comunicação entre a gente, pessoas da área de tecnologia, isso faz diferença. Eu acho que é um dos principais diferenciais do TALKNTALK. A gente está aqui também para fazer esse networking, também se conhecer, também trocar posições. Pô, na minha empresa tem uma vaga, pô, estou precisando de alguém assim. Isso é parte do nosso processo, então passo o meu LinkedIn. Para quem quiser conversar, trocar ideia, falar alguma coisa da aula, tá aí. Ô, Fabiola, eu vou te dar uma sugestão, uma coisa legal de você fazer. As questões, elas estão elaboradas para um nível de inglês B1. Então, acho que está no B1 ou B2. Então, talvez elas não estejam mesmo da melhor forma para você ler, que você é iniciante. Então, o que eu te sugiro, do fundo do coração? Aproveita depois para tentar responder as questões, usando tradução mesmo, tentando responder, lê a questão, tenta traduzir e tenta... Eu não sou professora não, tá, gente? Eu sou só mais uma aluna como host aqui, a gente está só para trazer o acesso, mas é uma sugestão, porque eu faço isso. Eu pego as questões e eu tento responder, eu tento trazer a discussão para mim, para eu pensar em inglês e tentar no meu inglês, né? Assim, óbvio, Fabiola, que você não vai conseguir dar uma mega resposta super complexa, mas não é isso. Não é esse o caminho. O caminho é o simples. É você conseguir dar a sua resposta do seu jeito, na sua cabeça. Que aí vai te dar mais segurança, pouco a pouco, para você ir conseguindo participar com mais segurança mesmo.
Não, claro. E, na verdade, eu entrei para acostumar o meu ouvido, né? Me familiarizar com o idioma, tudo. Realmente, eu não consigo ter muita compreensão, estou no início, e todo o inglês que eu estudei na vida foi mais na parte da gramática, para entender
Verbo
uma
to be, né?
documentação, para entender uma documentação. Nesse sentido, eu nem gostava, e assim, eu me sinto um pouco travada. Eu tinha acabado de sair de uma imersão às 18 e entrei nessa só pelo
Sua
tempo.
cabeça estava pirando já, né?
Já, mas assim, foi ótimo. Eu amo esse network. Eu saí da outra imersão com uma receita de uma panqueca.
Então, mas aí você tem que compartilhar, não é assim, não.
É,
Não.
No
Você tem que
grupo, já
compartilhar
colocaram
com a
no grupo.
gente.
Já colocaram no grupo, e assim, é um ambiente interessante para mim, eu consigo fazer um network com os colegas da mesma profissão, eu sou analista de sistema, mas eu estou investindo mais agora na área de qualidade, mas eu achei o máximo, gostei muito, achei você muito simpática, não consegui realmente assimilar totalmente, mas eu fiz isso. Eu peguei as perguntas, eu traduzi as perguntas e eu comecei a responder, né, com um pouquinho, mas assim, eu tive muito tempo para fazer tudo hoje, mas obrigado pelas dicas. Obrigada.
E esteja convidada para estar sempre aqui, seja como ouvinte, seja quando você começar a se sentir confortável para participar. Se você não quero responder a maioria das questões, mas quando quiser responder alguma, que aquela ali está mais tranquila, fala, posso falar dessa aí? Fala dela, entendeu? Esteja disposta para, quer dizer, saiba que estou disposta, estou aqui, fique à vontade. Eu erro palavra, eu esqueço palavra. A Letícia morre de rir comigo, porque eu travo, eu fico com raiva. Então, a gente está aqui junto para participar.
Mas eu também, a gente está aqui exatamente, não é para julgar uma outra, mas é para a gente
Mas,
se
assim,
motivar.
mas, na verdade, eu acho que vocês conseguem compreender o nível de um iniciante, que ele está começando, para ele destravar.
É diferente.
Ele tem dificuldade de formar muitas frases no início.
Sim.
A semana passada eu também fui atrevida, entrei numa imersão de tecnologia sobre IA, essa semana eu entrei nessa, e aos poucos eu quero realmente adaptar a minha audição para ir assimilando aos poucos, né? Mas muito obrigada pelas dicas.
Não, e esteja à vontade para estar aqui o dia que você quiser. Desculpa, Jona, pode falar.
Série, vídeo de YouTube, tudo em inglês. Tenta deixar a tua vida em inglês, assim, que ajuda bastante.
Claro.
Escutar eu não tenho problema nenhum hoje em dia, porque eu fiquei muito tempo já, só que falar eu nunca falei. Aí eu tenho meus problemas.
E é isso que a gente está fazendo aqui, né?
Que eu mandei, não é DARPA, da Boston Dynamics. Eu mandei o linkzinho.
Boa.
Desculpa, só para corrigir.
Que isso. Então é isso, gente. Fabiola, esteja sempre aqui, a gente está aqui. O TALKNTALK é para isso, é para você se sentir confortável, não é para ninguém corrigir ninguém, não é assim, nossa filosofia é isso, né? Não se corrige ninguém. E é para a gente estar aqui para conversar e assim, cada um no seu inglês. Porque às vezes, assim, o meu inglês não é tão bom. Às vezes entram umas pessoas na sessão que eu falo, gente, a pessoa fala inglês muito melhor que eu. Mas vamos lá. E tá tudo bem também. Então, estejamos juntos. Saiba que você está sempre convidada para estar aqui, para participar como você quiser. Seja como ouvinte, seja falando, como você quiser. Fique à vontade.
Obrigada.
E, gente, obrigada por hoje. Boa noite para todo mundo. Quarta que vem eu tô aí. Eu já criei o tema da semana que vem. Então, quem quiser já olhar o tema da semana que vem e agendar, já tô fazendo propaganda. Então, valeu, gente. Boa noite aí para todo mundo.
Tchau. Boa noite.
Bye, bye.
Boa noite.